Welcome to Coach Oyugi. This is part 2 of 10 startup lessons I have learned in the last 10 years. If you are coming for the first time on my channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel, leave us a like and a comment on this video, and especially if you're watching this particular video, I want to encourage you to go back to my channel and find the first part where I share the first 5 lessons I have learned running as or leading a startup here in Kitale. Just a quick recap. We said in the first video that take a leap of faith. That's the first lesson. Take a leap of faith. Start where you are with what you have. Secondly, we said family is crucial. Therefore, keep your family at the center of your startup journey. Number 3, we said build your clarity or clarify your vision. Focus is crucial to succeeding as you lead a startup. Number 4, we said you need a community or a support system around you. So friends and followers, build the right kind of community networks around you. Then number 5, we said you need to function. You need to get out there and get the work done. That is a lesson on leadership. The get it done kind of leadership. It is not enough to have a clear vision. It is important to execute that particular vision. Now, in this particular video, we go to the second part that starts right now. Okay, so lesson number 6, part 2 of 10 startup lessons. Lesson number 6, which is number 1 for today, is a lesson on faithfulness. This is a lesson on value, a lesson on faithfulness, a lesson on core values. If you have no value system, you will not be able to run a startup successfully. Some of the people that have failed in running startups is because they do not have consistent values. They are shifting goals all the time. They are changing all the time. There's no stickability. There's no longevity. There's no consistency in what they are doing. And so I found out certain values to be very attractive and very useful when building a startup. Values such as integrity, learning to be responsible, learning to tell the truth, learning to be accountable, learning to be reliable. Those are very, very powerful values. Values like patience, learning to persevere and to endure. It takes a lot of time to build something from ground, and you need to be able to learn patience, learning to be diligent, to work hard, learning to give your very all in what you're doing. Values such as humility. The proud do not go anywhere. Those who really receive grace and favor, those who are accepted, who grow, whatever ventures they have, are people that are humble, they are meek. Values like discipline, the ability to do the same thing over and over and over, consistency, resilience, refusing to give up and ensuring that you continue. If you can build your values, you certainly will be a success in whatever ventures you are building. So this is a lesson on core values or values. The value of values. They are priceless because there is values that safeguard the vision. It is values that safeguard your faith. It is values that safeguard your family. It is values that safeguard your relationships and your networks and your teams. Build your value system. Lesson number 2 for today is fitness. This is a lesson on health. You will not be able to grow a startup if you are not healthy. And we're talking about health here. We're talking about all-round health. We are talking about your spiritual health. We are talking about your soul or your emotional and mental health. And then we're talking about your physical health. Drink a lot of water. Exercise regularly. Read quality books. Clear your mind. Forgive quickly. Take away anxiety and shame and guilt. Deal away with worry and doubt. Take things away from you that will cause you to be depressed, to be confused, to be stressed, to not be at the best, in your life. I have found out this as a leader, that the best gift I bring to my team and to my startup or my business or my organization every day is a healthy me. And the organization you are leading or the startup you are leading cannot be as healthy or more healthier than you are. The health of your organization depends on your health. Mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and physical health. So what are you doing today to become more fit? What are you doing today to become more healthy? It will increase your capacity to succeed in your startup. Lesson number 3 for today is a lesson on finances. This is a lesson on stewardship. Resources play a critical role in building startups. Your startup has a chance if your capacity to raise resources is high. So resource mobilization and management are very critical. They are very central in building successful startups. Learn to fundraise. Learn to, as we were taught when I worked for a Fellowship of Christian Unions, learn to fundraise. Raising money is very critical for the success of your organization. If you are running a mission organization, you need to be able to raise financial partners, donors, or but find money to be able to get your startup going. Let me say 3 things concerning this. Number 1 is that you need to learn how to make money, whether you are getting it through donations or whether you are selling a product or whether you are selling a service, but you need to learn how to make money. Secondly, you need to learn how to protect and keep your money, not to lose it. You need to learn to protect your money and keep it. So this can happen through even things like savings. And then number 3, you need to learn how to increase or multiply your money through investments or creating streams of income. But this is very, very important. Learn to use tools that help you to manage money well. Things like budgeting, manage your money well, plan your money, plan your expenditures, live within your means. Ensure that you are an excellent steward of resources. There are many organizations that have collapsed because the leaders mismanaged or mishandled the finances of the organization. From day one, when you begin, have a healthy financial culture. It will keep your organization growing. So that's a lesson on finances. Then number 4 for today, this is lesson number 9 overall, is a lesson on fruitfulness. If you are going to see fruit, if you're going to see profit, if you're going to see success, productivity, then you have to lay the right foundations. You have to put in the right systems and the right structures. So basically, this is a lesson on foundations. Put in the right systems and the right structures. It is these foundations that guarantee your fruitfulness, and it is these foundations that guarantee your organizational excellence. So whether they are foundations on legal foundations or financial foundations, or whether they are leadership foundations or monitoring and evaluations, just ensure that you have the right systems and structures that can be able to steer your startup to a great success. The significance and the satisfaction you derive from your startup is directly proportional to the systems and the structures that you build. Your organizational success is dependent on the foundations and then that you set for it. So this is a lesson on foundations that bring forth fruitfulness. Okay. Then lesson number 10 for today, and which is lesson number 5 in this particular video, a lesson on sustainability, a lesson on the future. So this is something to do with you raising the next generation, with you maintaining the right pace and raising the next generation, so that whatever you are doing has longevity, has posterity, goes beyond you. It's a lesson on legacy. It's a lesson on legacy. What you're doing now is not just for now, it's actually for the future. Ensure that you future-proof whatever it is that you are doing today. So a quick recap again on the 5 lessons I've shared in today. Lesson number 1 for today, I've said, is a lesson on faithfulness, which is a lesson on values. Refine your values, clarify what you stand for, and stick with it. Number 2 is a lesson on fitness, which is a lesson on your health. Be healthy. If you're not healthy, you will not be able to lead a startup. Number 3 is a lesson on finances, which is a lesson on stewardship, both on resource mobilization, but especially on keeping it and multiplying it, being a good steward of whatever resources that you are having for your organization. Number 4 is a lesson on foundations that bring forth fruitfulness. This is a lesson on systems and structures, that you need to be able to build the right systems and structures that can guarantee your satisfaction and significance. And then lastly is a lesson on future proofing your startup, a lesson on sustainability, a lesson on posterity, and how to ensure that your thing has a going concern, a lesson on longevity. Ensure that your pace is sustainable in whatever it is that you are doing. So take time to reflect and rest and reflect and rejuvenate, so you are able to go long term. If you do these 5 things plus the other 5 I shared in the previous video, you will certainly have a successful startup venture. I wish you well in all your endeavors. May all your ideas and dreams become true enterprises, and may you succeed in everything that you do. Thank you for being with me on this video. Let us see you in the next one. Have a wonderful time.